Hey, what's up, guys? My name is HorrorPapi, and we got some potential breaking news in the Dead by Daylight world. There was code found within the game that has been linked to cross-platform, to a crossplay feature called, let me see what it's called, Social Cross Friends. Now, it's not official, it's not confirmed. This is just leaked code. So we may be seeing cross-platform sometime in the near future, hopefully sooner than later. Um, the code itself mentions, the Android, the iOS, mobile, PS4, Switch, Xbox, Steam. So it looks like it may be compatible with all platforms, not just console or vice versa. So the code. Let's see. I'm looking at the leaked data that it was posted. Um, the feature is called Social Cross Friends Platforms. Uh, it explicitly means a system that allows you to play between friends between different platforms. And all platforms where the game is currently released are listed, including the platforms for mobile. The whole system is currently set to false. I did see that in the code. Everything appears to be turned off, deactivated. So it's probably in the early stages, trying to see if all the devices, all the different platforms can communicate between each other properly before they do a more steady, I guess, public test like the PTB. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for this feature for a long time. I started off playing the game in PS4, so a lot of my killer progress is on PlayStation 4, and a lot of the major progress for Survivor I have on PC on Steam. So I was hoping they integrate cross-platform, not only so I can play with friends who are on PS4 or friends who are on PC when I'm on the other console, but usually when they implement something like cross-platform, they'll have cross progression. So whatever you do on PS4 gets saved over to PC. Like a universal account, kind of like games like Fortnite, where you can play it on mobile, you can play it on the console, you can play it on PC, and all the data you progress in that is saved. It's accrued. So when you see cross-platform, usually cross progression is tied into that. I'm curious to see how they're gonna merge accounts if you already have multiple accounts. That's one of the problems that comes up when you talk about cross-platform. How are they gonna be merging the data? Are they gonna take progression on I guess like a killer type basis, or not killer but character type basis, where they compare data and merge it so you have both of your best results in a sense? Like, let's say your Michael Myers on console is capped already, and the Michael Myers on Steam is barely level 2. So when it compares those, it takes the better one. That would be optimal for us players, because we'd be able to save our best progress whether it was on console or PC. But on a programming end, that seems like more work. I don't know if they're gonna do that route. I'm hoping they do that route, but it may not be the case. They may just tell you to pick one of your accounts that you have the most progression on, and that's going to be your new cross-platform account. That's what I'm thinking it's most likely going to be. Hopefully I'm wrong, and it's where it compares data assets, and it gives you the higher value one. Another concern that comes to mind when you think of cross-platform is the whole mouse and keyboard versus controller debate. I completely agree with that debate when it comes to shooters, where aim on a mouse does not compare to aim on a controller. Doesn't compare. I've played shooters. There is pinpoint accuracy practically when you use a mouse. With a controller, it's not the same at all. Even with some of these like aim adjustments, on their end, it doesn't compare. But this is not a shooter. This is its own game. I can maybe see Huntress and Deathslinger having a little bit of an aim assist in a sense, because of the controller versus mouse and keyboard advantage there, but overall there is not that much of an adjustment. You know, they both kind of have their pros and cons. A controller, you can 360 on a controller way easier than you can on a mouse and keyboard. That is for sure. So I mean, I don't think there's, me personally, I don't think there's too much of a difference between mouse and keyboard and the controller. They do have slightly advantages here and there, but nothing that is like game breaking. And usually when they do implement something like cross-platform, they always have the option to opt out of that. So if you're the type of person that for whatever reason you still don't want to play with any person outside your console, you'll be able to opt out of it, turn it off, and then you'll stick with the console or PC, whatever platform you're running the game on. I mean, personally, I don't know why you would do that. You're kind of limiting your player output. If you feel like, you know, certain players are better than you because of a console, I challenge you to play against them. Like, that's the only way you get better in any game, really. You got to play at someone that's better than you, learn, you know, what you're doing wrong, and change your gameplay a little bit. I mean, but that's me. I'm a little competitive. I'm a little tactical when it comes to that. If you're just like a casual player, I mean, I can see where you don't want to invest that type of time and effort for something like that. But yeah, they'll have, I'm sure they'll have an opt-out feature in the game. Hopefully by default everyone is opted in, and then just the people who don't want to participate opt out, because that guarantees more of the player base being available to help fix outstanding issues that they're gonna be implementing the cross-platform to fix, like queue times. So certain platforms may have more survivor players, whereas other platforms have more killer players. So when they implement something like cross-platform, you'll have player bases that kind of balance out. So where one platform had more killers and one platform had more survivors, when you merge those two, it kind of balances out. Overall, the numbers don't sway too much. I've done Twitter polls. I've done you know, polls on Facebook where, you know, I ask, you know, what do you main on this console? What do you main on this console? You know, and the numbers usually sway a little bit more, but not too much. I think the highest was like between a 7 to 10% ratio. So like 60% killer, 57% survivor, you know, where it's not too much of a difference, but it's enough to obviously cause queue delays. So that was pretty much it as far as some of the concerns people were having. You know, I did look at some of the Twitter comments regarding the release of this info that was leaked, and that's what some of the concerns, you know, people had regarding mouse and keyboard and controller, and then progression, how would that be handled. Again, this is all speculation. This is all just, you know, not confirmed yet. It's not 100%, but this is, you know, this is code that was in the game that was leaked. someone peeked into it. Leaks, shout out to Leaks by Daylight, and they saw the code, and it's currently turned off, but it looks like they're working on it. It looks like it may be coming soon, and hopefully sooner than later. What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea? What other concerns do you think you may be encountering because of this? Let me know. And as usual, if you like the video, please like it, drop a subscribe for me, and I'll see you guys next time.